Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Let's talk today about self-abandonment. But before we do, I just wanted to remind you the doors are open to the New Earth construction team. We had our first get together last week. Our launch party was awesome and amazing, and it was so exciting to see everyone there. We are diving into the first step in the success path this coming Friday. We will have weekly Friday get-togethers, New Earth construction team parties to help identify how to move through the blocks that hold you back from your purpose so that you can manifest abundance and assist in creating heaven on earth. So if you are interested in any of those things, this is the place to be. It's a very low cost monthly membership so that you can have no excuses. There is nothing standing in your way. So we would love to see you there. There is a link below in the description box if you'd like to join us. Otherwise, let's talk about self-abandonment. So it's really fascinating to me that even years later, after having gone through the healing process, healing complex trauma, becoming aware of how these trauma responses and behaviors show up in our life, they can still be kind of sneaky. They sneak in. And self-abandonment or putting yourself last is a very, very common one. And I caught it just the other day and I thought, wow, this is definitely something I thought that we had moved through. Of course, this is the energy at the time. At the moment, we are definitely seeing sort of a rearing of the ugly heads of some things that we thought that we had healed, but that's okay. We're vigilant. We stay on top of it and we keep moving through these things. But self-abandonment is kind of a sneaky one because it can seem virtuous, right? The ego likes to use it to say, oh, what a nice person I am. I put my needs last. And that's really unhealthy and it's not good for anyone. So for me, it was the other day, I think, what was I doing? I might have been working and I realized I was hungry or thirsty. And I found myself saying, no, I need to finish this thing that I'm working on before I go get a drink of water. And how fascinating it was that it did not delay anything by me just going and grabbing a glass of water, but that habit of putting my needs off, not answering the call when I hear it. If you are thirsty, do you not honor that need right away? Have you ever been in the grocery store and been hungry, but not allowed yourself to eat? Have you ever been thirsty and put it off for whatever thing you were doing? Have you ever had to go to the bathroom, but you took care of the dog or the kids or the groceries or your neighbor first? How often we have ignored and pretended we didn't see a need that was begging for our attention. And this is a very common trauma response. It is so ingrained as a habit that we don't even realize we're doing it sometimes. And that's why it becomes so important to understand what does a trauma response look like so that we can start to spot these things and start to realize when we're doing them. When we put ourselves last, when we put others' needs first to the point of our detriment, it is a problem. And it stems from that belief of not being worthy. Originally, we received the message when we were younger as kids that there was something wrong with us, we were bad or, wrong or broken. And so we decided, our brains decided, in order to keep us safe, that we are a problem and our needs are a problem. And so we learned to stuff those down. We learned to ignore them and pretend they're not there. But the problem is, it even after healing can remain a habit. We have neural pathways that support that thought habit. And so we need to continually cultivate our muscle of awareness to keep watching and making sure that we're not doing this anymore. It is sneaky. It will try to sneak back in. So we have to practice honoring our needs without delay. We have to practice checking in and asking, what do I need right now? How am I feeling? Is there anything that I could do to make myself more comfortable? Is there a need that needs to be met? And it is like a muscle. It is literally a neural pathway. As we exercise that muscle, it will grow stronger and we will be able to cultivate this habit more easily without effort. It'll become hypnotic rhythm, right? It has to be something that we consciously do in the beginning, but it will become subconscious with repetition. Now, the thing is, we also have to remember that self-care is not selfish. That if you were like me, you grew up in a home where, to think of yourself was a sin, right? You were a sinner, you were going to hell, it was shameful. And we need to undo that belief. We need to remind ourselves that self-sacrifice actually hurts everyone, including the receiver of the overgiving. That it is actually even egoic. Our victim mentality, our martyrhood is a disguise for the ego to sneak in and feel special, to feel wounded, to feel indignant, to become passive aggressive, because we overgive. And we chose to forgo our needs and to overgive to others, hurting ourselves. And then the ego gets all uppity because you were somehow harmed, and yet it did it to itself. The ego likes to play victim to feel special. And we can even become addicted to the emotional state of victimhood or martyrhood. And again, those neural pathways support the habit of putting yourself last. So we want to remember, honor your needs. Your needs are valid. You deserve to have your needs met. You have to have your needs met in order to fully be who you were designed to be, in order to fully shine, in order to raise your vibration to a state where you're actually going to manifest a life worth living. It requires meeting your needs. That it is not just a nice to have, that we cannot thrive or fully self-actualize or self-realize. We cannot step into our purpose. We cannot bring about heaven on earth if we don't learn to start meeting our needs. And without delay. Without delay is key and important, because intuition requires action to continue the flow of intuition. If you want to receive that divine guidance, you have to take the action that you were guided to take. You won't get the next step. And that goes hand in hand, meeting your needs, being in tune with your physical body, your spirit, your soul. It is part and parcel with understanding and hearing your intuition. That as you strengthen that muscle of listening, you will strengthen your intuition and you will increase the flow of guidance. So as you notice, oh, I'm thirsty, and you go get that drink of water, you have freed up your energy, your physical mind, body, and soul to hear the next step. But if you don't honor that need, your energy will have to go towards getting you to meet that need. There will be a delay in what can come next. So we do this for multiple reasons: to subside the ego, to nurture our physical body, to cultivate our intuition, to protect ourselves and therefore our relationships, to adapt and to grow this new muscle, not just for ourselves and our relationships, but for the collective whole. That as you strengthen your ability to do this, others will do the same. And most importantly, we do this because we are an aspect of the divine, a fractal of the divine, an expression of the divine. That when we take care of ourselves, we take care of our relationship with the divine. We nurture that relationship, so we strengthen it, so we can feel that unity and our oneness with all that is, with the highest source of love and infinite abundance and support. So I don't know how many reasons you need, but it cannot be an option anymore to put yourself last. You are doing no one a favor, and you are only supporting the growth of the ego. So this is your official hall pass or permission slip to take care of yourself. Eat when you are hungry, sleep when you are tired, Drink water when you are thirsty. When you need connection, go out, go to the store and just smile at people and say hello. When you need contribution, volunteer, mow someone's lawn, take out their garbage, whatever you need to do. Meet those needs, understand the core basic needs, and make sure that they are all met. That we cannot have that imbalanced life. We can't live perpetually in hermit mode. We are made for connection. With that, I will leave you. I love you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. If there's anyone who could benefit from this, I'm sure they would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video. Namaste, my friends.